Well, hey kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays. Well, hey kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
This is the network of sports entertainment. Nobody knows sports like we know sports. Yeah, we may not have any of those teams you like, but we have all sport. And if it's not a sport, trust us, we'll find a way to make it one. Nose.
Hey guys, it's me, Tabitha, and okay, why is my head not bopping up and down? I'm a little concerned about that. What's going on here? Anyway, hey, welcome.
And yeah, we're having some problems here with our microphones this morning.
What about now? What? Okay, cool. Here I am. Okay, hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Tabitha, and I've been moved to the studio, which is awesome because now I can really be here just about every single time we do a Saturday morning special, and that is what you're watching, the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays. And this is special because we are doing backyard baseball once again. However, it is different this time. This is called You Make the Choice 2024. I guess a little play there on the whole, I guess there's like a U.S. presidential election or something like that. But anyway, we are here, and Joey is going to be on in just a moment. We're going to send it over to Joey, to Gary, Jake, and Tanya, who will explain what is going on. But we're happy to have you here today on the Saturday morning special. Let's send it down to everybody else.
All right, thank you, Tabitha. And yes, it is nice that we've got a special role now for Tabitha, who will join us throughout the season as the studio host, and we'll check in with her throughout the broadcast, refreshing our chat there. It looks like we're all good and ready to go for the Saturday morning special. And let us take you in. I guess we kind of spoiled the surprise here. Here is our team, and this was based off of you, human beings, voting throughout the week, throughout the polls. And this is our team. And with Gary Nuts, Jake Summer, and Tanya, my name is Joey, streaming live from my parents' basement in the United States. And you might think to yourself, didn't you just do backyard baseball? Well, we did it with a butt juice team, and since the announcement of the revival of the franchise, we're excited, and so we are getting back into it, and we're going to use an actual good team this time. What a concept that is. So as you can see here, before we formally introduce our team, let's say hi to our comrades. How's it going, folks? It's good to be back. My name is Gary Nuts. You know me for my love of whiskey. I know you for your love of watching Joey's channel, and I'm very ecstatic to be here because we are actually going to use a good team this time, like Joey said. This team will not be butt juice. Doesn't mean they're going to win every single game, but the fact that we can actually look forward to some competitive games and whatnot really does brighten my day. So I'm happy to be here with y'all. We appreciate the support for this channel and appreciate the support for my love of whiskey and all that good stuff. So good morning to all of you. My name is Jake Summer, and you know me as the guy with the cracky voice. And I also just got my spinoff recently, so you know that is a thing that is you know going on. You can see the link in the description, and it'll pop up on this little moving banner that's above us. What's it?
What's up, Mooses and Gooses and Tanya? And look at me, there I am right there above your head. I have a spinoff on this channel as well, but I've also been helping Jeremy with the sport, and it's good to be back. Oh, it moved. Okay, it'll come back around at some point, right, Jeremy?
That is the plan, Tanya, yes. So, here we are, and let's take a look again, and we've... This was all based on what did I just do there. This is all based. I'm clicking on the wrong windows here. We're working with the second monitor, which is really awesome.
That should really boost productivity, throughout. Can you stop doing that, please?
It's hard not to, Jake. I think it's great. Anyway, Summer Boy had a good sitcom episode, and I'm in it too. So that's another reason I'm promoting it.
I'm in it too.
I'm actually not. I was surprised about that. I had other stuff to do. Well, let's look at our team here. We're going to click on the more about players, and we'll tell you each, type of player you voted on. And also, if you happen to notice, the background is Ekman Acres, so that is the field that really you didn't necessarily vote on directly. You voted on it because the poll was, what field do you want to see come back in the next franchise? And we kind of assumed Steel Stadium was safe, and this is also different. Ekman Acres is a great, neutral all-around field. Anyway, your first vote was for, we'll just go in matter of the vote. Your first vote was for a power bat, and I think it was just going to be obvious that Pablo Sanchez won. However, it was a pretty close contested vote between Pablo, Ahmed, Big Snotty Mikey Thomas, and who was the other one? I think it was Keisha was the other one. So Jake, I think, is pulling up those votes totals right now, and we'll get what that percentage was in a second. Jakey, you got it there, Jakey? You got it there, Jakey? Jakey.
Yeah, I got it, Joey. So yeah, Pablo won with 45% of the vote based on 33 votes, and the remaining three, Ahmed, Keisha, and Mikey, tied with 18%.
Okay, that's cool. So that was your power bat. The second vote, I keep clicking on my right screen, which is OBS's screen and not Backyard Baseball's. Your second vote was for a speedster, and this one was a runaway, no pun intended. I think with the vote, it was
like about, pretty much 33 votes once again. 73% went to Pete Wheeler, with Dante, Luann, and Vicky all with only 9% of the vote. Yeah, that one was kind of obvious. The third vote was for a pitcher, and the winner of that one is someone that we're very familiar with. That's Angela Del Vecchio. Jake, how did the other pitchers fare out? What were the options for that pitcher? Yeah, I mean, Angela is very notorious. Now, I don't know if this was because we used Kenny in the butt juice run, but 39 votes, over half of them, 51% went to Angela. Kenny came in close, no, not really close second, 28%. And then Amir and Ernie, which I was a little surprised you selected as an option, with 10% each for that one.
Yeah, that was because I've used Ernie before. He's actually a pretty decent pitcher. So yeah, Angela, I mean, obviously the best backyard pitcher in the game overall. The next vote was for, yes, a tall player, and our co-MVP, second place MVP, Jorge Garcia, won that. So the vote was for a tall player out of the four tallest, excluding Ernie, because we didn't, I guess we were trying to avoid repeating. Jake, how'd that poll fare out?
This poll fared out Jorge with 41%. This was 34 votes. Ricky Johnson and Billie Jean tied for 18%, and then Lisa Crockett with 24%.
Yeah, there was some discussion that Lisa was kind of more forgotten kid. We got some people in the chat. We got Roger with just 3 exclamation points, and then sorry, I think it says VP. I know it's a little grainy over here on our end. She is probably the best pitcher out of the Backyard Kids. Yeah, hands down. Kenny's really good too, but I think Angela just has more filth in her stuff. That's to be said. And you know what? I've kind of grown a better attachment to Angela after the Little Monsters run, who we're going to see again. I'll just leave the hint there that we are going to see the Little Monsters again. And you can see right here, You Make the Choice 2024 right there. And yep, this is based off of the fan voting. And we appreciate all the participation in the vote. And what was the next vote we had? We're doing it in order of the days. This one was a nail biter. And look who comes out on top. The star quarterback of the Little Monsters, the champions Little Monsters. As you can see, our gameplay set up right there before we get started. Oh, I just realized something. I think we need to do this all over again, because I think when I set this up originally, it's for 6-inning games. Yeah, we're gonna do this setup again. Well, let's go over like the rest of the roster real quick before we do that. So yeah, Ronnie snuck out at the end here. Jake, this was the closest poll out of all of them.
The closest poll indeed. It came down overnight, and there was one comment on the vote. It was by RealTrey19. I don't know if that's Trey Ash or not. Probably not. Saying that we need Ronnie, and I guess that was enough to push him over the edge. 35 votes, 40%. The next one, Maria with 37%, Reese with 17%, and Kimmy Ekman with 6%, which is interesting because, well, we're playing in her backyard. There would have been a potential for power-up or boosted skills there, but nonetheless not on the roster.
Yeah, but we had to play half of the season on the road, so, you know, she's just as slow as molasses, and, you know, we'd have to deal with that. So, that's that. Hey, Joey, do you mind if I take the next vote? I mean, we've heard a lot of Jake Summer, and already we're probably going to be scaring people away.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, well, you're not Joey, so. A bandwagon Little Monsters fan, that's okay. There is, you'll see in the slides, there are championship Little Monsters gear, just where you just open up the store, expect more and more merchandise to come. And of course, we will get to gameplay. We're just kind of warming up here for the late bloomers. It is an early Saturday morning. You're watching the Saturday morning special, and sometimes Joey plays. The next vote was for a left-handed bat, and with Pete Wheeler already being on the team, we had some more options to go with, and that would be the Hoff. This is not her game. It's not her game, but she still has speed. I know that little nose logo is blocking it. We know her for speed, and come on, she's the MVP. How can you not pick her? It came down to 34 votes, and really, it shows you this channel how much they love the Little Monsters. As Jake Summers' little video is advertised there, marrying your mom, you little weirdo.
I don't marry my... Oh my gosh.
So 34 votes, and the Hoff took a very overwhelming majority, 65%. It then came down to Dante with 24%, and then Annie and Maki tied at the low bottom with 6% of the vote. Joey, I'm just going to keep going because it looks like you need a little sip of beverage or something. And the next vote was for someone who has a sibling. I thought that was an interesting choice, kind of trying to, you know, oopsies. We're going to have to ignore that anyway because I think we gotta redo this draft because we want to play 9 innings. In fact, we're probably going to have to go in and change. Oh, gosh. Okay, we really screwed up, didn't we? Do you just want to do 6 innings instead? I mean, like, you know, do you want to? No, because this team's actually going to be good, and I want to reward the fans for watching. So we'll reset this up. All right, it's your funeral. So, okay. Sorry, this is my train of thought here. Yeah, the next one was someone who has a sibling, and that person came to Tony Del Vecchio, who took 48% of this one was close too. 31 votes, 48%. Vicky came in close second with 39%. I guess the fans want to see somebody different. Picking one Weber twin, which is also something that we did in the other one, 10%, and then 3% was Sally. People really don't like Sally, as you'll come to see. All right, I need a sip of whiskey, so Tanya, you take the next ones.
I'd have to work. Okay, fine. So the next one was somebody who, somebody who was slow. Okay, unlike me. Somebody who was slow, and big snotty Mikey Thomas took over there. So he took a majority of the vote with 33 votes. 73% went to big snotty, and then Kimmy took 12%. That sucks. She lost twice. Markey got 9% and Jacinda got 6%. And then there was one vote left, so I'll just do it. And it came down to just kind of a wild card player, as Jeremy put it. I guess just anybody, really. And Keisha Phillips took over with it. Half of the votes of 32, so that means 16 went to her. I know math. Keisha got half the votes. Amir came in second with 31%. Stephanie, who she's cool and all, but she sucks, 16%. And then Sally, who again, nobody, there's me, 3% of the vote. So Jeremy, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Tanya. Okay, well, we are going to actually redo this a bit because I didn't think, I set this up last night, but I didn't think at the time of making this a 9-inning game. It's funny because most of our Bombers, the Blood Juice team, was 9-inning games, and we didn't even schedule it to be such. We're keeping Swing Spot on because we're just keeping it on. It was so hard to play that game without either one of them. I know the players are better this time, but I just need some help here. Errors we're going to keep on because it does add to the charm of the game. And we are the Melon Heads, and I chose purple and white because I just think it looks better. Humongous Melon Heads. And we did all that really for nothing. Look at that. We really did all that for nothing. So, but we can get this done real quick because we already know who our players are. There's Angela. Come on, Angela. Hey. And not the real MVP over there, Jacinda. I think there was definitely a, I think we're kind of responsible for the fact that people don't like Jacinda, excuse me, because of this girl being the real MVP and she having the audacity to call herself MVP. And we're getting through this pretty quickly. And then, who was the last one? Keisha, there we go. So, okay, that didn't take long. But I think now our opponent's going to be different. Oh, crap, yeah, it's the Rockies. Okay, so, I guess we can just go in real quick and edit that. And then we're going to get ready to play baseball. You can check out everything that you see there in the background. And I think we'll just put a here's what we'll do. Let's just put a Rockies logo over the Giants logo here because I do want us to get started, and it's been taking a while. So okay, I used to pick Jacinda all the time, says VP. She's unbelievably slow, and really not as athletic as you think. So that's a thing, you know, just not as athletic as one would say. And very cocky. Don't like that. Very cocky. And also very, very butt juice in Backyard Soccer, which we see a little promo for right there. And that will be coming up, and you'll see some familiar faces with them when we do play them. Okay, so we're just getting the Rockies logo set up there. Yeah, again, my apologies. Last night I had set this up kind of... Whoa, I just got taken over by the Joey. Whoa, that was freaky. Well, I guess what Joey was trying to say was he was setting this up last night. And okay, there's the Rockies. He was setting this up last night in preparation, but did not set it up with 9-inning games. So here we are now, and we're just trying to get this ready to go, and we'll play some ball. Yeah, yes we are. So I guess they replicate an AL West team or an NL West team in this. I don't know what that means, but yes, I guess they do. Yeah, the National League West. Okay. We got that all taken care of, and yes, I do need a sip of some beverage. Ah, that's good beverage. Let's get this started. The Saturday morning special. We're already 20 minutes in. Let's get this game started already. Let me kind of fix the screen here a bit. All right. And let's, I think we're going to have to set up our defense really quickly. Okay, so the first game is on the road in dirt yards. So let's take that into consideration. I think we're going to move Pete to left because if a ball flies over there, we need someone to get over there quick. Put Pablo in center. And in right field, I guess Keisha can go there. Big Snotty deserves to be at first base. I kind of like the rest of what we see here. So now we're back to it, guys. We're back to it. Oh, we got to make the lineup. There we go. So we'll do this. I like this so far. Okay, let's see how that goes. Okay, so Mikey at catcher has a cannon. That is something to consider. What's Gretchen's defense like? Her pitching is really down today. Let's go. We can always make a substitution, but Mr. Titans 9 face. Hello, Diggs, by the way, 1. All right, we're finally getting ready. I guess it's a good thing we kind of had a little bit of a delay there to get started. I wonder if each backyard team are designated. You know what? Yes, I think they are. Sorry, I have to get better with. I know I don't have to read every single chat the second it happens, but because I appreciate you guys watching, I try to do that. Okay, we're gonna let Gary Nuts. Gary, why don't you read us the visit? Or sorry, that's the home lineup. So actually, we should be reading this first. So Gary, you had to go through a lot of butt juiceness. Let's let you read the opening lineups. All right, here we go. Leading off for the Melonheads. Left field is Pete Wheeler. Batting second and right field is Keisha Phillips. Batting third in center field is Pablo Sanchez. The cleanup hitter at first base, Mikey Thomas. Batting fifth at the hot corner, Jorge Garcia. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Tony Del Vecchio. Batting seventh, the second baseman, star quarterback, Ronnie Dobbs. Batting eighth, the pitcher. Whoa, look at those numbers. Angelo Del Vecchio. And rounding out the order at ninth behind the plate is Gretchen Hasselhoff. And that's by design because Gretchen is faster, so she could be like a second leadoff hitter. That's the idea there. So yeah, that's your humongous Melonheads. And Joey gave me a look, which means I'm going to do, hello Tater, you're here, which means I'm going to do the Rockies. Okay, so the computer animated the backyard Rockies. Leading off in center field is Ingrid Dahlman. Batting second is the pitcher, Ray Tran. Batting third, shortstop, Sophie Meyer. Batting fourth, the computer animated child version of Larry Walker. Batting fifth is Hillary Vargas at first. Batting sixth, we know this girl, Billie Jean Blackwood is playing a catcher. Batting seventh, Brad Bender in left field. Batting eighth is Ellen Martinez at the third base. And batting ninth, rounding it off at second, is Claire Nelson. And those are your backyard Rockies. Let's get to gameplay here. The Why Are You Betting has the Melonheads at a run line of -2.5. Over of 8.5. We actually have players that can hit the ball, and dirt yards is very offense friendly. Here we go, the Saturday morning special. You picked 2024, the team voted on by you subscribers, you human beings. Thank you very much for participating. Pete Wheeler gets in the box and is going to hit a touchdown. My goodness, we actually have real players in this game. And the first pitch from Tran is outside for ball one, right on time at 9:25. And we are happy to have you here. It's worth noting that with the swing spot, it's where the player thinks the ball is going to go. So it's not always guaranteed. It's not the same thing as pitch locator. It's not guaranteed that it's right. Yes, that's one of those hidden substance things where it's like plate vision or something like that. And that's what contributes to that. But we are here with actual good players. And it's exciting to see this happening. 3-1 already. The early count to Pete Wheeler will absolutely take a walk. Saturday morning special. Yeah, that came up earlier. Tater actually did start at 9 a.m. this time. And okay. All right. So did my mouse just not work? Pete Wheeler strikes out on a called strike 3. I did click. And here's Keisha batting in right field. She was the final vote for a player. Oh, you want to do this crap right? Okay, so the clicker does work. That would have been bad. We'll do some self-promotion here. We do have some stuff now on Redbubble. The link is in the description, and a high fly. That one is going to go. A blast to left field, out and gone across the street into the parking lot across. Keisha Phillips with a solo home run, and the Melonheads take the early lead, 1-0. How does this feel, guys? This is amazing. I don't even care if this game is 9 innings. We actually have players. Cut off there, but 6:15 is the distance. We're going to move this up just a tad bit here. Want to get as much. It was really kind of cut off there, but 615 feet is the estimated distance there. And here comes the man, Pablo. So yeah, as you noticed, oh Lord, she tattooed that thing. Yes, our sweet Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, she did tattoo that thing. So this is going to be fun. Like, this is not going to be by any means a cakewalk as Pablo takes that first pitch for strike one, but we did the butt juice. We did the butt juice, and the butt juice was fun. But we kept saying we want to have a run where we actually had competition, as Pablo takes a tough pitch from Tran in there for strike two. Might need to open it up a little bit. Excuse me. The 0-2 to Pablo coming up. And he does make contact, and it's going to go to left center just over the head of the shortstop. In for a base hit, and we have errors on, so now the kids are being stupid. Pablo's going to second, and he's going to be tagged out. He is going to be tagged out there, so second out in the top of the first inning. This is going to be a 9-inning game. Eventually, the gameplay setup will come back around. We are going to do 9 innings. We actually have good teams, but we are not going to use power-ups at all. No 10th inning power-up thing, none of that stuff. We actually have players that can hit and get on base. The Bombers run was fun for what it's worth, and just a reminder, yeah, joined by Gary Nuts, Jake Summer, and Tanya. Tabitha is in the studio, our new studio host, and we are happy to have you here as Mikey Thomas takes that in for a ball. You literally won the Super Classical Cereal Bowl with the most butt juice team. Yep, and you know we're going to see them again. I'm just going to say that. We're going to see them again. It might be in a different game. It might be in a different installment of the same game, but we are going to see them again. That team is so special to me. And another crazy pitch there, full count. Tran has already used a lot of power pitches. And Mikey Thomas with a full count. A limited amount of right field is available to hit a ball out, and this one is going to be a ball. I didn't need the pitch locator for that. Mikey Thomas is on base. Yeah, a lot of fun in this game is putting up runs and everything like that. And as we see right there, Joey. Yep, there is merchandise on Redbubble. We just opened it up. There's a few items up there. And Redbubble is awesome. Hello, Diggs, by the way. Hello. We didn't forget about you. Jorge Garcia takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1 the count. Yeah, you can grab some Little Monsters Championship gear. There's sometimes Joey Plays gear. And we are going to check it back often because we are going to keep uploading as Jorge taps it and his football teammate Billie Jean Blackwood throws him out. So I can say this, 1 run, 1 hit on the inning, a home run by Keisha Phillips. And we go to the bottom of the first. We are happy. We are proud to do 9-inning regulation games in this. I'm just going to leave the possibility out there that we may play more than 1 game, but I can't promise that. Ingrid Dahlman hits it, and it goes right back to Angela, but she drops it. Ronnie, coming from second base, has a little bit of time to throw it over, but it's not going to be in time with Dahlman's speed. And that will be a leadoff hit for the Rockies.
Tater's indicating I sound like a teenager from The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, I think he's implying, like, there's, like, that one wild card character. He just kind of shows up at all these random jobs. Tran, the pitcher, hits it to center field. Pablo moving in. Pablo missed it. What's going on here? This one goes all the way to the center field wall. This should score a run as Dahlman is going to round third. Wheeler picks it up, throws it in, and Dahlman is going to score with Tran's RBI double. The game is tied here in the bottom of the first with nobody out. Angela drops it. Now the AI has Tran running for third, so we might be able to steal an out here. Now he's in a rundown. Throw to second. Ronnie drops it. And silly me for thinking we were going to get the out. Mr. Hankey. Yo, guys. Love this game. I do love this game, too. This was the first backyard game that I owned. Nia C joining in. Ooh, I love this Saturday morning special sticker. I think the coffee mug is pretty dope. But yeah, with Redbubble, as I was saying, as Tony gets the throw over to first for the out. On Redbubble, unlike some other sites, you have many, many options. You don't have to buy it as a shirt. You could buy, depending on the product, you could buy it as a coffee mug. You could buy it as a sticker. You could buy it as a hoodie. Some other sites kind of limit us, and we don't want to limit you great fan base. The childhood version, animated version of Larry Walker pops it up to right. Okay, who wants it? Keisha and Pablo are there. Keisha makes the catch for the out, and we double up Tran. We double up Ray Tran, and that's the end of the inning. So 2 hits on with 1-1 scoring and 1 error. We go to the top of the second now. Tony Del Vecchio is going to lead off and welcome Tony as the pick a sibling player. Yeah, and no, there is no power boost for Angela and Tony because they only get that when they play against each other, not with each other. Yeah, it's very common for people to think all this. Sophie Meyer's going to come in. Ray Tran is just not enough stamina to keep going, and he is being pulled from the game, at least for now. That's what happens when you use all those power-up pitches, which we are not going to use. No power-ups. No power-ups. We don't need them. We actually have a team that can hit. I mean, if the game went to like 16 innings, I mean, we'll visit that when it comes. If it comes, hopefully not. Tony has 2 balls and 2 strikes on him and lets that one go for a ball. Seems like we're having some problem with the cursors here today. We're not like purposely letting pitches go for strike 3. We're just, there we go, back in it. And Tony fouls that off. I haven't said anything for a while. I know. Oh, crap! That shouldn't count. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to swing right there, but they just say once you swing, that's the end of it. We're going to bring the volume up a little bit on the game here because it's low in my headphones on purpose.
Neener, you can't strike me out.
The star quarterback of the championship, Little Monsters, the most butt-juiced team assembled in backyard football, who got the vote in and snuck in at the last minute as the short player, just beating Maria Luna. Maybe some loyalty to the guy who led to victory. A fly ball to left field. It sounded good. Left fielder moving in and makes the catch for the out, the second out of the inning, but put some good contact on it. Ronald Harriet Dobbs, as we called him. Angela Del Vecchio, who now gets more of the spotlight. She was the center and the linebacker in backyard football. So you didn't hear her name as much because she wasn't really involved directly in as many plays. There's the gameplay set up right there. Pretty much not much to it. The home field, we are on the road today. The home field is Ekman Acres. And, and the team name being the Melonheads, it was close with the Expos. The Montreal Expos, a former Major League Baseball team, no longer in existence. They are the Washington Nationals. But I guess for the nostalgia's sake, you got to go with the Melonheads. The Melonheads being one of the backyard teams, if you put it in that sense. And not much you can do with that. A fireball for the strikeout for the final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no surprises. Maybe I don't have to say that this time, but that is the final out of the inning. Let's send it send it over to the studio for Tabitha for a quick check-in. Tabitha?
Hey guys, so yeah, you are watching You Make the Choice 2024. This is the first backyard baseball special based on fan voting from you, human beings as Joey calls it. And, oh yeah, cool, I get the game here at the same time. So, just a little promotion stuff here. If you check the links in the description, you will see that there are a few links to a few other areas on the channel. Jake Summer had the debut of his sitcom, Jake Summer. Tanya has her show, No More Time with Tanya. I'm wondering when I'm going to get a show. But oh wait, and a nice strike 3 there from Hillary Vargas. This is my new role. It's not demotion at all. I'm in this nice little air-conditioned blank room that Nose owns. And, oh yeah, and check the link for Redbubble and Discord. Redbubble is the shop where you can find Sometimes Joey Plays merchandise, and there's a few there right now, but there's going to be more to come. And we're also, while we're here, going to pause for station identification. You are watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
Watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
Thank you, Tabs. My name is Joey. Sometimes I play games and sometimes I play it live That was not a good intro at all. You're watching the Saturday live from my parents' basement in the United States. Melonheads and Rockies tied at 1 in the bottom of the second as a line out right there for the second out of the inning. Tabitha, why are you a giraffe? Well, there's not just cats in this universe, you know. Tabitha the happy giraffe, you know, there's other few non-cats, and, you know, she brings a different perspective to the game with her giraffeness. Gretchen drops that, and she's not been necessarily known as the best backyard baseball player, but she's still the MVP, and she's going to lead off.
I love Tabitha's giraffeness, so, like, it's not a problem, Tater. I want some tater tots. Excuse me. Right next to me, though, again.
Once again, you like it, you weirdo. What I like is the game. Top of the third inning, we are going to play a 9-inning game by design. And first pitch to Gretch. Well, the second pitch is 1-1. And yeah, Tabitha will check in with us from the studio. I think that's an awesome way to have her contribute when all four of us are here. If one of us takes the day off, I guess we'll put someone else in there, but we're going to have to take some applications or something. So, are there any other giraffes? I mean, unless she has some family we don't know about, we don't know yet. So,
I mean, I have family, I just, they haven't visited here yet.
Thanks, Tabs. And again, a fireball, you can't do anything with that. And a strikeout on Gretchen Hasselhoff there for the second out of the inning. We now go to, the first out of the inning. We go to the top of the order. I don't know why I said it like that, top of the order. Sound like me after a few
What am I
whiskeys.
supposed to do again?
Which, by the way, I'm ready for another whiskey, bartender. We have a bartender here? You haven't seen him? His name's Luke.
Yeah, we have a bartender here.
Tanya, I don't know how many times we can cut back to you.
I have more control over here than you think, Joey.
And see, Tabitha's great. She's great. She brings another little, you know, thing to us.
It's her giraffeness.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Pete Wheeler in and already a 3-0 count, so he'll probably let this next one go.
Yeah, but she wasn't. Neither of you girls were helpful when I needed a date to the big wedding. I explained it, and I'm not going to give it away because I need people to see what you're talking about.
Pete fouls off the 3-1 and a full count to Pete Wheeler. The Saturday morning special, you pick 2024. That little logo will come up again soon. And yes, we are going to play a full season. A nice slapper to right field, but it's going to get dropped by Larry Walker, and Pete can run for days. And he is safe on second, a runner in scoring position, the obvious choice for a speedster. And brings up Keisha Phillips, who had a solo home run. She tattooed that thing.
Been very, very good to me.
And that's funny. That's a quote, I believe, by Sammy Sosa, the real Sammy Sosa. Well, the game was released, the first one, in 1997. Well, this 2001 game, Sammy Sosa, the child animated version of Sammy Sosa before he bleached his skin, is in this game. Yeah, that's right, I said it. I mean, it's true. Just look it up, Google it. Just Google, like, Sammy Sosa skin or Sammy Sosa skin cream, and you'll see what I am talking about. I don't know if Tabitha can pull that up for us while we're playing the game. Tabitha, can you do that?
You're asking for too much.
Okay, sorry. 3-0 count to Keisha. Should probably just let this one go. Let's see, that is a strike. You know, got some pieces. So yeah, you can see there, the swing spot is not the same thing as the pitch locator. The swing spot is just kind of a general idea of where the player, based on if they're butt juice or not, thinks the ball is going to go. A tapper to the mound. They're not going to think about getting Pete Wheeler, who advances to third for the second out. And we talked a lot of crap about this guy, but here he is, Pablo Sanchez. And that was mostly endearing because we had the real MVP in Gretchen Hasselhoff. Fouled off for strike one. Pete Wheeler equals Pete Crow Armstrong. Please help me with that reference. It sounds familiar. Contact on the zigzagger popped up. Probably should have let that one go. It could drop. Let's see. Pete will score, but it's caught, so he will not score. A hit on the inning, but no runs on the inning. And that brings up Ellen Martinez as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Angela pitching well. Just kind of a cough up in center field there that led to a first run. The first pitch of the inning is swung and popped up on the infield, and Angela's brother Tony will get it. Ay.
Sounds like the Fonz. I think he's based on the Fonz.
You think he's based on the Fonz, really? Oh yeah, he's on the. Oh yeah, the Pete Crow Show. That's right. I knew that name was familiar. I was just like, wait, where have I seen that name before? I was thinking a baseball movie, but it's baseball real life, so it's close enough. Claire Nelson, now the pitcher. I can't remember where she started, but because of the fact that there was so many power pitches thrown by Ray Tran, he's already out of the game, at least at pitcher, and now pitching. So I'm gonna miss strike 3.
Bye-bye, better.
And that was a comment that one voter left. Sorry, I don't have it right off the top of the screen or anything, who said that quote. Bada bing, bada boom, bye bye, bada. Roger and Kasich saying hello. Ground ball, and this is the speedster here. They're not going to get this runner. They're not going to get her. She scored in the first inning, if I'm correct. And welcome everyone from Twitch too. I know we have at least one viewer from Twitch, which is awesome. We always encourage you to come over to the YouTube. Claire Nelson is, oh geez, this is going to be a stolen base. And someone made the point about Ronnie should probably be behind the plate, and we may have to move her because Gretchen just isn't Gretchening for us. 0-2 to Ray Tran, who's now at shortstop. He hit a double that brought in a run earlier. Here's the 0-2. Outside for ball 1. Claire Nelson is one of the most butt-juiced generic kids in the game. Well, it's funny because they translate throughout the series. You see those NPCs. Fly ball to center. Pablo moving in. And what's up with Pablo? This happened in the first inning. I thought this was Pablo Sanchez, but now that's going to score a run. Tran is going into second, and Pablo's not doing it for us today. I can't believe I'm saying that, but there have been now 2 runs that have kind of come at the cost of Pablo Sanchez. And now, once again, this is like Groundhog Day. Tran is running for third, so we might get an out of this. But Pablo's not Pabloing for us today, at least on defense. Ronnie gets the tag for the out. That ends the inning, but the run does cross the plate. And the Rockies are up 2-1. Top of the 4th inning. Remember, we are playing a 9-inning game. We are not playing 6. So that means 3 more innings. Just like real life. Yes, thank you. Quentin Driver is 1 and everything except running, which is a 2. Mikey pops that up. If Billie Jean drops it, he might be able to reach base. She does drop it, and Mikey Thomas reaches base. We left errors on. We did not leave errors on in the butt juice run because we wanted to make it as difficult as humanly possible, which meant everyone caught the ball. But because these kids have fielding stats, it kind of, what's the point of having them if you're going to leave errors off? Jorge Garcia, Mr. Clutch, up to the plate now, but he's got big snotty Mikey Thomas at first base, so he's going to have to place this ball in just the right spot. I mean, I think we'd even be willing to have Mikey be tagged out on a fielder's choice in place of Jorge. It's not that much of an improvement, as he's already taken 2 strikes here. Not that much of an improvement on speed, but anything over big snotty Mikey Thomas, who I believe is the slowest backyard kid. Maybe Kimmy is the... I think it has to be Big Snotty. It has to be Big Snotty is the slowest. 1-2 to Jorge Garcia, 0 for 1 on the day. Claire Nelson with the 1-2 pitch. And ooh, it had a nice little sound of contact there. Is it going to drop? It drops, but can Mikey make it to second? Should have enough time there. Jorge's at first, Mikey's at second, so the first 2 batters of the inning make it on base. We are not going to keep running. That is not Pete Wheeler on second.
Bunt.
I'm sorry?
Bunt.
Did you just give me like a baseball strategy move?
Yeah, usually I say that stuff. Bunt.
All right, we're going to go with Tanya's suggestion and bunt. So the first pitch is high for ball 1, and I mean, this is a good, there's nobody out, and you've got Big Snot. Well, I don't know, because Mikey's really slow, but let's see. Do we want to test Billie Jean? Let's see. Okay, he fouls off the first bunt. I guess we can have him close in a bit. Big Snotty Mikey Thomas, slowest to the backyard, but he has the best arm. Yeah, I mean, he has. Okay, Tony drops the bunt down, and the infield move to the right side. Mikey might be able to make it safe. And the ball is dropped at first. So, Tanya, way to go. Nice call there.
I'm not dumb. Like, I know I speak funny. I know I'm a blonde, but, like, I'm not dumb.
No one said that.
I know, but, like, you all said it with your eyes.
You can strike me out.
Oh, okay. Tanya, is everything okay?
No one's watching my show. It makes me a little upset because, like, I know a lot of the channel are boys, and it's pink and purple, and I talk about girly things, but, like, it's okay for boys to watch it.
I watch it.
Well, you yeah.
Do you need a rest? I've never heard you this fired up.
I just need more ginger ale.
Okay. Everyone go watch Tanya so she's not upset. 3-0 to Ryan Dobbs.
Like, do I have to have, like motocross and, like, farts and everything?
Well, no, but anyway, yeah, ball 4. So, so a run scored, an RBI for Ronnie Dobbs, and the game is tied at 2.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna
The players still have to do it, Tanya. I said you're welcome. Tanya, calm down. Okay.
Anyway, back to real life here. Angela Del Vecchio is in, and she drops her bat there. Want to know, she has the bases loaded, and again, we will take just an RBI ground out or anything. Jorge is on third, so some decent speed, average speed. And can we get a ginger? What's the guy's name? Luke? Luke? Yeah, Luke. Ginger ale, please. Yeah, please get a ginger ale for Tanya because she's fired up. Hillary Vargas is going to come in now at pitcher, and I don't know if this is because of the 9-inning games or whatever, but we've already seen multiple pitching changes for the Rockies. Angela fouls off that 3-0. Got the green light there. Tanya is heated. Yeah, Nia, she's heated, and who knows why? 3-2. I guess because boys aren't watching the show, I guess. I mean, we have a very large boy demographic, male demographic, and they probably just see that you're talking about, like, charcuterie boards and stuff. Chopper to the right side. The first baseman is off the bag. What are they thinking here? What are they doing? And everyone's going to score an RBI single for Angelo Del Vecchio, and the bases remain loaded. See, this team is a lot more fun than the other stupid one. The Bombers aren't stupid. They're stupid. All right, well, Gary has declared that the Bombers are stupid. The Hoff comes in, the MVP of the Little Monsters, and really one of the better backyard soccer players. And there's a short that I put on the channel where she scored 5 goals in the first half, a shortened first half, but this is not the soccer field. There were definitely better options we could have picked for the left-handed bat, but people love the Hoff, as do I, and she fouls off for strike 2. You know, you also sometimes just need that morale player, and that's definitely the Hoff with her Jabberjawness. That is her nickname. Tapped off, foul, 0-2. Reminder again, as you see the slides moving around, that they're changing, I think, once per minute, that these are going to be 9-inning games. These will not be 6 innings, and Gretchen takes that strike on a borderline call for strike 3. It's okay, Gretchen. I cannot get mad at you.
You know what's interesting about the Bombers, the Butt Juice baseball team?
What's that?
Incredible backyard soccer
I'm gonna
team.
hit a touchdown.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, all those players are actually, you got some stellar ones there, and then everyone else kind of plays a role there. Yeah, Ricky in backyard soccer is the Pablo of that game. Gretch is great at soccer, as P. Wheeler takes in his second strike there. Andy Frazier's pretty good. The Weber twins kind of, serve as utility players. Obviously better with both of them on the team. Pete Wheeler 1 and 2 count. Who else is there? Kenny, I think his stats are pretty good. Stephanie is an amazing goalie. And somehow that is a strike 3. Kasich, I'm assuming it's Kasich, unless you correct me. I'm not reading those names, but yes, they do produce ginger ale. We only drink beverage rockin' ginger ale on this network.
As do I, Jeremy, as do I. I got my ginger ale, by the way.
Good, good. Swung on a miss there on the zigzagger. Tanya, I think your show is great. I mean, I know it's not exactly screaming a boy show, but, you know, maybe, yeah, you want to implement some, like, fireworks and farts.
I don't want to put farts on the show. Burps are enough.
Yeah, and I know you enjoy burping. Fouled off on 1 and 2. That was a pretty good one for Keisha to take a hack at. 1 and 2. Here on the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays. Will we do a Super Duper Sunday tomorrow or a Sunday Super Duper? I don't know. Strike 3. Wow. All right, well, that is a little disappointing as the bases were loaded with nobody out, but some strikeouts end the inning. But the Melonheads get a run and the Melonheads get the lead. That brings up Sophie Meyer, and Angela is pitching very efficiently here in the bottom of the 4th inning at dirt yards. A liner to right center field. Pablo, can you do something this time? Pablo, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong with Pablo here, but he has now missed 3 center field opportunities, and we're going to have to consider putting in a sub at center field or moving him around because this is like one too many here. I don't really care. Well, I want to pronounce your name right. So that is what we're going to do. That's 3 times too many, so we're going to move Pablo. Let's move him into left because at least Pete can really chase it down more if it goes past him in center. So Pete Wheeler now moves to center field, Pablo to left. And a runner on first for the child animated version of Larry Walker. And look at that, it's going to go basically back to Pablo and Pete. Pablo does get it that time and gets the force out at second. Not enough time to get Larry Walker at first, so that will be a fielder's choice for the first out of the inning. Hillary Vargas, who is now at pitcher. 1 strikeout today, and I'm not used to seeing this many pitchers change, but I think that's because we had such a butt-juice team. They were striking out nearly everybody. And Angela just going back to work. Oh yeah, we might want to consider a change at catcher as well with Gretchen out there. I think even putting Ronnie behind the plate would be a decent option. We're gonna do another switch. So let's take the advice that we got earlier. I'm gonna put Tony at first, Ronnie at short, and then Gretch at second. Okay. So a few changes there. We made a bunch of changes now because we don't want to be butt juice. I mean, we never do. Angela drops it. She's going to throw to third to get Larry, and Larry is out. Not enough time for a double play, but the lead runner is thrown off. The Hoff, that's right. I don't care if Gretchen Hasselhoff strikes out every single time in this season. It's the Hoff for me. Another player I've grown an attachment to, Billie Jean Blackwood for Little Mo. Oh, she smacks this one. We're not used to seeing this in backyard baseball. It's a base hit. Both runners should be safe. They are. Kasak. Okay, that's what I thought. Kasak. W stream. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm assuming the W means win and not what the heck am I watching stream. Brad Bender comes up with 2 runners on. The go-ahead run is at first, and he hits a fly ball into shallow center, left center, and Ronnie can't catch it, but Billie Jean is tagged out by the Hoff, by her former football teammate, and that ends the inning. Clutch defense there by the Hoff, and we go to the top of the 5th inning. Big opportunity here for Pablo to make up for that defense. That is unlike him. Unlike him indeed. Again, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong with the clicker. This is not a spectator mode. We are playing this game. And we're also going to be playing backyard soccer, as you can see above my head. We did record it. It's not going to be live as Pablo hits a liner into the gap into left center field and drops for a base hit. So Pablo is on base now, and now that throw is wild going back onto the infield to be able to advance at least 1 base. Does he want to advance 2? No, let's stay at second there, even though that he could have, yeah, he would have beaten that throw, but considering Pablo's had a bit of a rough day, let's keep the morale up by having him just stay at second. Big snotty Mikey Thomas coming up to the plate now. As he takes a big sneeze, we're going to try to bring the volume up a bit. If there's any volume issues, please let us know. I try to get a good balance of our voices and the game because the game does have such charm to it. Big Snotty swings it on the zigzagger. No reason really to. It's not like we're using power-ups anyway. And Billie Jean with just her awkward praying mantis body drops it. So Mikey Thomas is on board with an error. A lot of errors now that we turn. And oh, okay, so we get a power up from that, even though it's an error, even though we're not using power-ups at all. If any of you know what a peon is, please leave that in the chat. Thank you for participating in the chat, everybody, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on YouTube. If Kick is still a thing, the only chats we've gotten from Kick have been spammers. Papa, this should be an infield fly. And yep, you hear the fly sound, and that is in fact an infield fly. Praying Mantis is crazy. I mean, I don't want to say Daddy Longlegs, but I mean, basically that's what, you know, she is. Tony Del Vecchio is in to bat. Colecchio. Yep, Tony Del Vecchio, Colecchio. 1-0 on the Vec. Outside ball, 2. I guess a signature character that everybody likes because he's so cool and he's got that like sort of Jimmy Neutron hair. And already looking at a 3-0 count. This is just night and day compared to the other run that we did. Peon is an unskilled laborer. Real Trey 19, thank you for that. I appreciate that because he's. I don't know if Jorge is a immigrant in the game. He's definitely got to be like a child of immigrants. Sorry. Yeah, because he has the accent and a little bit of bougier vocabulary. Hi, Cat Asic. That's what I would say if I was Tanya. That was good, Jeremy. Tanya, I still don't know how I feel about you entering the chat, but you know. I'm having a bad day. Let me do what I want. Okay, fine. You know you're spoiled, you know. Ball 1 inside to Ronnie. I'm not spoiled. I'm just very fortunate. I claim the abundance. Yeah, I like that mindset work there. Fouled off 1 and 2 to Ronald Harriet Dobbs, who I gave the middle name to, but not even sure what his middle name is. Some characters share their middle name. I don't think he's one of them. I think Mikey is Michael Rhett Thomas. Yes, he is. I think he always introduces himself as that, too. Ball high, full count pitch now coming up to Ronnie Dobbs. I love Ronnie. He's a little guy. The star quarterback of the Monsters. He runs like a tadpole, but he takes ball 4. And once again, an RBI for Ronnie as he draws a bases-loaded walk, and the score is now 4-2. Thank you so much for picking this team. Hey, thank the subscribers. They voted on it. Hey, Nancy. And Tanya always getting love in the chat despite being here. You know, I should really make a profile so I can chat from the studio. That's not a bad idea, actually, Tabitha. Pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. I second that. A motion was never made. I wonder if it needs to be 2-1 to Angela. And also leave in the chat for those of you backyard fanatics, what you're looking forward to when the franchise returns. I still have not heard of any new developments. We have that one trailer to go off of. And it appears baseball is what they're prioritizing, because that was featured Tapper. This could lead to a double play. Let's see. Throw to home is going to get Big Snotty easily, and Tony is thrown out at third, so that is going to lead to a power-up for the Rockies. We'll see when they use it. It could be anything. It could be the Undergrounder. It could be the Aluminum Power. When is the AI going to use it? First pitch to Ellen Martinez, strike 1. In one of the Bombers games, it was actually Jorge Garcia who gave the team the lead with an Aluminum Power grand slam as that pop-up is caught by Angela. And it was kind of our fault because we were in the 10th inning, we did not have any power-ups, and the only way we knew we were going to get one was by double play. Chopper to the man himself, Jorge, who has plenty of time to throw it on to Tony now at first base for the out. And we were walking players because we were trying to force a double play because, I mean, we weren't going to hit a power-up pitch. Ingrid Dahlman, who has 2 singles in the game. In fact, we're going to back up the outfielders a little bit because she's been dunking it in front of Pablo. And a quick 0-2. Angela really were only 34 pitches thrown in the game. You'd love that in Major League Baseball. The 0-2 pitch, swung on a miss, strikeout. Only the third of the game for Angela, but she gets it. And that is quick work in the inning. And we are going to the top of the 6th. It's not the final inning, though. We are playing 9-inning games. 9-inning regulation games. And here's Gretchen Hasselhoff. Basically, human Adderall is Gretchen Hasselhoff. I think that's one of the reasons I love her too. As someone with ADHD and the need for assistance, I think Gretchen is in a way my spirit backyard player, and I never knew it. She does make contact. She taps it up. Come on, Gretch. Come on, Gretch. And she's thrown out, but she made contact. And I just love saying, come on, Gretch. It's fun. It was really epic in that Bombas comeback that you guys had in the semifinal game.
What am I supposed
That
to
was
do again?
that was epic. Lunch pail never fails, and you'll see coming up if it didn't pass already in the red bubble, there is some backyard football championship gear for the Monsters, including you can get a sticker or a shirt of the scoreboard where it was 19-8 with 46 seconds left in regulation. The Bombers had the lead, and we know what happened after that. So yeah, it's just fun because I think Gretch is forgotten about. To the opposite field, high flyer, it's staying in the air for a long time, and is caught for the second out. Keisha Phillips comes up with a home run, but I've been almost forgetting that she's in the game because there really hasn't been anything that's gone to right field. In fact, it goes to say you could probably put Gretch out there. Lunch pail never fails. That's right, Tater. That is probably going to be a piece of merchandise, too, is Lunch pail never fails. There's my show. Go watch it. Yeah, go watch Tanya's show so she doesn't have a fit. It's only 2 minutes per episode. What are the Quick Sips sponsored by Beverage in this game? Beverage has not thrown us Quick Sips in this one, but now that you mentioned it, I'm sure the people at Beverage are going to get on the phone and try to do that for us. But we do have the Why Are You Betting? That reminds me, Why Are You Betting? A run line of -2.5 for the Bombers, as Keisha keeps the count alive. And an over 8.5, we're at 6 runs right now. We actually can score runs now because of this. And it was funny because the totals were tough, not only because we had the most butt juice offensive team, but Kenny was dominating on the mound, so the other team didn't score that much. Right back to the mound. The throw is way early. You want to talk about butt juice? How about that pitcher? Butt juice alert. Butt juice alert. Tabitha, you're going to have to work on some way to get butt juice alert queued up for us in the future streams.
I will work on that. That is a very important part of this channel. Butt juice alert.
Yes, shout out to the user Pobby, whose profile picture his avatar is this player Pablo Sanchez, for putting together a little compilation of our butt juice alerts. But that is true butt juice alert. Like, come on now, you really just threw the ball out of play like that. Oh man, just the timing is just barely off, but Pablo actually should reach base. He does, and it's not a fielder's choice, it's just a single. Keisha does not advance on the play. Now that I realize that there was 2 outs, I probably just ran her. That's on you. Butt juice alert. I know, I love butt juice. Some people say weak sauce, some people say dog water. We say butt juice. High fly to the left field line. The shadow is telling me it is going to be caught. It looked like it had the distance at first, but no runs are scored on the inning. There's 10 total hits for the Melonheads, and that brings up the starting pitcher, Ray Tran, who is now at short. What a difference night and day these runs are. Yeah, this is actually enjoyable. I'd still rather be at the pool. I would like this game to end because the pool is only open for a couple more days. Yep, that's true. That's true. I love the pool too. Ooh, slapper to right center. Gretch, the Hoff, can't get to it, but Pete Wheeler is there to back her up. And, oh no, there's a glitch. This might be either a ground rule double or a home run or something, because we've got a glitch there where the ball is stuck in the wall. And usually when this happens, the game times out and makes it a ground rule double, but if it doesn't, or if this kid touches home before it comes up, yeah, we got a home run. The Sometimes Joey Plays cinematic universe is massive. It's actually called the Absurdity universe. We have to like kind of make that clearer, but I appreciate SJP universe is acceptable as well because we live in Absurdity USA. And we're looking forward to expanding it more. All right, so that is a home run off of a glitch. It's now 4-3. Melonheads retained the lead. But you know what? We've been the benefactor of this glitch before. Yeah, we have. I think there was that one game where it was like Vicky got a inside the Parker, and then there was one where Billie Jean, but that wasn't a glitch. That was just luck. Hey, I mean, it keeps the games interesting. If these games ended up being like 10-1 every single time, that's not fun. Well, this one is striking out the opponents, and that is a strikeout for Angela Del Vecchio. Had to get our coughs in there. And what a better time. I think this is a good time to pause for station identification. You are watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays on the Network of Sports and Entertainment. Wow, we just said no's for the first time this whole time.
Well, hey kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
From my parents' basement in the United States, my name is Joey. Sometimes I play games, and sometimes we repeat and do a brand new stream. Backyard Baseball 2001. You picked 2024. You, the subscribers, have voted on this team, and here they are. What is all of you commentary's favorite team? Are you referring to like commentators in real life? I'm happy to talk about anything. Keeps these things going. Well, me being smack to right field. Tony knocked it down. Couldn't make the catch, but he will not give the... Wait. He did throw it to Angela, but then once on the base, threw it right to her, like right in the face. And Billie Jean Blackwood comes up with a chance to drive in the tying run, excuse me. Billie Jean is not a shortstop. She's just a player who thinks she's number one. Phillies. Yep, if Real Trey is a Phillies fan, yep, Harry Callis, my all-time favorite. Rest in peace. Ronnie drops the ball and trying to get her... both Ronnie and Angela trying to get their former teammate out. Scott Fransky and Larry Anderson on the radio. I love Tom McCarthy's great too, and John Kruk. But Harry Callis made me help me love baseball. And it's so hard to replicate that voice. Oh, crazy bunt. The game is going to be tied. The game is going to be tied, and could it possibly lead to a go-ahead run? Keisha now finally has some work to do out in right field, and she's going to throw it over into first. Game is tied 4-4. So a couple cheap ways to tie the game. It's Real trade. Too bad the Phillies player in 0-1 is kind of a... Yep. And also just not helpful on offense at all. Little pop up to the left side. A couple options now. Pablo, he's diving for it. Can he throw and get the out? Come on. Gets the out, so Billie Jean will not score, but the game is tied. And hey, guess what? For you gamblers who have the over, you are going to win that bet because it's tied at 4, and baseball cannot end in a tie except for the 2002 All-Star game or whatever it was. Yeah, that was bogus. Led to a lot of rule changes, though. Interesting, Trey, because I was considering us playing 03. Because, a different version of the game, upgraded graphics, etc. And because Jimmy Rollins is my all-time favorite baseball player, period, and he's in the game. Excuse me, Jorge fouls it off for strike 2. I do the burping here, mister. Sorry. Jeez. You're human. 2-2 the count now. Look at this competitive game, tied late. Let's go. Yeah, Gary is very happy about this. I think he was ecstatic in the text messages when I told him what we were doing. Full count to Jorge Garcia. And the pitch is going to be inside. And ball 4 as Jorge will get on base to lead off the top of the 7th. That's right, we are on the road. So for those of you who are wondering again why we're at Dirt Yards, it's an away game. Ekman Acres is going to be the home field, and that is based on a vote where I said, what field do you want to see come back? Liner to the opposite way, a base hit. that Larry Walker, the child version of, drops out there. Does Jorge want to flirt with third? He is going to flirt with third. Well, Larry's got a good arm. Jorge's going to run back to second, and of course this happens, so just keep running. It's out of play. This might be a run scoring. Yes, it is. And Jorge is going to score on the throwing error by the computer child animated version of Larry Walker, and the Melonheads have the lead. How did Jorge go from February 4th to August 10th? Interesting enough, that is my sister's birthday and my half birthday. I don't know. There's a few birthdays that changed, and I think the most infamous one is Ahmed Khan was originally July 11th, which is 7/11. But I think when Atari took over the development of the game, they changed it because they thought it was ethnically insensitive. I love how you can make a team of entirely suspected steroid users in 01. Yes, you can. What's really fun, Trey, and maybe we can do this for like a different stream, play it on T-ball mode, make the steroid team, and then play it like Steel Stadium or something. Pop to the right side, foul, 2-2. Love the chat, love the active chat today, even including him. Oh, no, meaning batting stats. Oh, okay. But no, they did change. I think they really did change Ahmed's birthday. Okay, the Rockies defense is, I don't know what's going on with the AI. We are playing on hard mode, I swear. I swear we are. And we're going to get another butt juice alert on that one. Oh, we should have had butt juice alert for Larry Walker. Ronnie, do you want to go to third? Why not? This is so surprising to see. 6-4 is the lead. Well, Tater, it's interesting with the original games because it was only a 4 butt juice alarm. Yeah, we're gonna get that in for the next one. Tabitha already said she's working on it.
I'm gonna smack this one.
So in fact, we want to throw it over to Tabitha for a little bit. And Billy, no, hold on, we're gonna hold on for a second. Billie Jean is coming to the mound. This is like Shohei versus Trout right here. Here comes Billie Jean Blackwood. Look at her go. Look at her throw. First pitch, swung and a miss for strike one. This whole team is struggling. The Rockies are really struggling today, but I love to see it. And oh yeah, the over hit. So there you go. You got that too for all you degenerate gamblers that bet on a children's sports game. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. So Billie Jean gets the strikeout on her former teammate. And I'm going to open this pack of crackers because I have not had breakfast yet. And here comes the Hoff. Again, this is like Shohei versus Trout. Over 3 today with 2 strikeouts, but her last at bat did result, at least in contact, in the first pitch from Billie Jean with a mean hook there for strike one. A hooker. I thought we were going to try to find a different term for that, but yes. Oh, and Billie Jean is painting the edges right now. 0-2 to the Hoff. And see, this is what happened. We did turn errors on as well, but that does make the game interesting, and so does Gretchen Hasselhoff again. I don't care if she strikes out every single time. She's still the Hoff, and she hops back to the dugout. 2 outs in the inning. Errors do make the game interesting because, like we said, the fielding's hat. Now, what I was going to say to Tater was the 1-4 difference.
What am I
The first
supposed to do
games,
again?
football, soccer, and baseball had a skill rating of 1.4, and everyone had a minimum of 1. Like, there was no true, like, 0 skill. But there are these hidden substats in the game that have all these things that contribute to a high batting score. And it wasn't until Becker Baseball, I think, went to Atari or went to 05 where they actually did a split for contact and power. Because it was always assumed that a high batting score meant high power, and that wasn't always really the case. Sometimes it was contact. Because do you think Stephanie Morgan hits home runs? No, we have 14 games of footage, and Ingrid Dahlman's going to come in because of all these power pitches. Okay, so that's short-lived time by Billie Jean Blackwood, and now Pete Wheeler makes contact. Ronnie's going to go for home. Pete will make it safe, so Ronnie should as well, and that girl falls down. 7-4 is the score, and Pete can run up to second. No, he can make it back safe. And of course, this first baseman is butt juice, and Pete can easily make it to third. I hope this doesn't become too uncompetitive. That's not what I want either, but I mean, a 7-4 game. Keisha comes up and is halfway through the cycle.
Been Betty, Betty.
I just say the cycle is such an overrated thing? Why's that? Well, I mean, ask any real player. I think they would happily trade the triple for a second home run. That's a good point. I guess it's just like a more of an oddity than anything. I don't know if it's necessarily I mean, it's a 4-for-4 game, you know, with 3 extra base hits. But yeah, I think the same thing. You know, if I was hitting for the cycle and I had an opportunity to hit a home run over a triple, I'm going to hit the second home run. Keisha Phillips has the opportunity for a second home run, but she's down the count 1-2 here in the top of the 7th inning, 7-4 score. And the power pitch, she makes contact. It may drop and lead to a run, and it's dropped by that kid. So, man, there's a lot of errors in this game. And I think we're going to take a poll if we want to leave errors on, because I didn't expect it to be this many. Pablo comes up with a runner on second base, top of the 7th inning. Saturday morning special here on Sometimes Joey Plays. You make the choice, 2024. You, the fans, the subscribers, chose the team, chose the team name, chose the home field, even though we're on the road today. This is not a butt juice team by any means. And this is in honor of the announcement of the return of the Backyard Sports franchise, because, I mean, we could have done something different, but Backyard Baseball is definitely the first one that everyone thinks of in the franchise. You can see Backyard Soccer will be coming soon. That won't be live streamed. That'll be like a pre-recorded thing similar to Backyard Football, but that will be coming up. Wow, that is a fecal call right there. What? A fecal call. You guys need to start cursing. It's happened a couple times. I don't do it by design. Bottom of the 7th inning now. Melonheads with an 8-4 lead. We are the humongous Melonheads. Again, probably the first team mascot name that people think of when it comes to backyard baseball. And Angelo Del Vecchio is just dealing. The game is definitely going by faster in the sense that here we are in the 7th inning, but when you have a team that can actually score, it becomes more interesting. Ingrid Dahlman comes up. This is one who actually has been hitting. And I think the other thing that's going on too is because all of these players who have gone on the mound have been throwing power pitches, their stamina goes down quick. I don't know if the AI, the computer, gets the juice as a power-up, but I think the low fatigue contributes to just about everything. You're running, you're hitting, you're striking out as Angela strikes out Dahlman there. Bye-bye, Bada. That could be a part of it, but we'll see. We'll see how we'll put that poll up today, probably after this stream. If we want to keep errors on, does it? See, there's the juice right there. Does it add to the charm of the game? Does it make the game more interesting, or is the game just becoming so uncompetitive? Like, you know, I don't want every game to be, but maybe you guys like that. I don't know. Maybe you make the choice. See, that's the thing. You guys make the choice. 2024. If you want to see games go 13-2 or whatever, like, okay. Swung on a miss, strike 3 for Ray Tran, who got that fecal home run where he hit the ball into the wall. And oh, by the way, he didn't even hit it directly into the wall, like bounced. Here comes Big Snotty in the top of the 8th inning. So, like, only 2 more innings. Yeah, but we gotta play the top and the bottoms are on the road. Big Snotty digging in, 2 for 3 today. And let me throw it over to Tabitha real quick, who's got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I do. So, again, if you guys check the links in the description, you will see links to the Discord. You can join that. We're still trying to figure out what the heck Discord is. There are links to shows featuring really all of us, because we appear in them. No More Time with Tanya and Jake's Summer, the new sitcom, is out. And then on Redbubble, you can, as Mikey Thomas strikes out on that pitch, you can get some merch from the SJP Cinematic Universe, as our one subscriber has called it. And that's all I got.
Okay, thanks, Tabs. Appreciate you filling us all in on that. And of course, you guys can see it on the little slideshow that we got going here. Very nice touch. to the stream. We used to have kind of just one generic image, and it was either promoting a new video or something like that. But through the power of technology, we found a way to make it many things at one time. And it's just like baseball in real life. As Jorge lifts this to left center field, the shortstop going all the way out to center, it's going to bounce over that little ledge for a ground rule double as Billy Jean has been moved to center field. And these kids have to be exhausted at this point. That's what it's looking like. But if you get exhausted, you can go to the shed. Send them to the shed.
Let's see what you got.
Send them to the shed. That's right. Send them to the shed. That could be a shirt right there. Send them to the shed. Give me a lot of inside jokes, and you know, if anyone, you know, I don't want to tell people what to do with their money. If anybody does buy merch, it is greatly appreciated, and it would be awesome. I think about somebody buying a shirt, like let's say they bought a shirt that said "send them to the shed," and they're out in the street in real life, and someone says, you know, and like, what does "send them to the shed" mean? Like, you heard of this guy? Sometimes Joey plays. No, I don't like the interweb. And then just kind of take the conversation from there. On an elevator pitch, a tapper to the right side. Tony is going to be tagged out on the base, but Jorge does make it to third, and that gives us... Oh, okay. I thought it would give us another power-up in me because there was an out on the play. Not like we're using it anyway, and I've been meaning to eat these crackers.
Neener, you can't strike me out.
Brad Bender comes up to the plate. I think every kid's pitch today. Elevator strike one. What happened to us getting like steak and eggs and stuff here? I don't remember that ever happening. I love Bifford though. 1-1. I'd love to go to like Shady Maple for breakfast and like do a live stream there. That'd be awesome. I mean we could do it. All I gotta do is set the computer up there. I have the microphone. They're open on Saturdays. We just have to wake up really early to go there. I want pancakes. They have a made-to-order pancake station. Happy to read their name on this channel. It's a small business, family-owned business. They get the pass for reading brand names on here. All right, the shortstop's an idiot, so he went the wrong way, and his throw was weak. And Ronnie with another RBI. Ronnie so far making a case for MVP of this team. But mind you, it's only been 7+ innings of a game. Oh no, 7 2/3 of baseball. Here comes Angela, 9-4 score, and right now both those bets looking pretty good here. Now Angela has low plate vision. That's one of those substats that we talked about. So her swing spot is not nearly as good as the rest of them. But that's what makes it interesting. Because again, a pitch could be, it looks like a ball for the player, and then it's called a strike. So it's not like an automatic thing where, oh, you have the pitch locator on, now you're going to like, the swing spot on. The pitch locator tells you literally where the pitch is going to go. This game is Loon. Yeah, it is. Well, we like it Loon. Hey, yo. But it's Loon in a good way, because the game is actually competitive, and we're not pulling our hair out. I mean, I have a hat on, but I mean, I know what you're saying. Yeah, because it was. I can't lie, guys. Playing the Bombers, fly ball to right field. Is that going to be a home run? It should hit the wall. It does hit the wall. The ball is in play. As the batter runner is going for second, Pete is still trying to get a hold of it and throws it in to second. Gretchen can't handle it, and you know what? I'm gonna let her go to third. I'm gonna let her go to third. No! Okay, that was interesting. So it actually had Angela automatically throw it to third. That's interesting, but we'll let them have that one. Larry Walker comes up now with a runner on third, nobody out. But yeah, Tater, I thought about making this 6-inning game, but because I love the Saturday morning special, I love that we actually have a team that's competitive. And I want to do it for you human beings. Interesting decision to bunt. Well, that's probably why. We're gonna let him have it. 9-5 the score, as the bunt works because I allowed them to score. And it's a 4-run game here in the Bomb of the 8th inning, Hillary Vargas. I think every player I think has pitched in this game. It feels like it. Ooh, a meaty swing. Pete is coming in. Pete makes the catch, so he's okay out there, but Pablo is having trouble. And that brings up BJBW for the next at-bat of her day, you know. Pop up right on the infield. Big Snotty has it for the out, and that'll have Larry retreat to first base. Brad Bender coming up. It's interesting, in football there's a guy named Anthony Bender, so I don't know if it's the same player or what. Yes, I seem to remember telling Anthony Bender that I wanted to bend his neck in half because he had scored a touchdown. Weak infield hit, but the Hoff has it, and the Hoff beats out Larry Walker. To the bag, we're going to the final inning of regulation. The top of the 9th, Melonheads have a 9-5 lead. And I guess we could keep Angela in. She's not exhausted by any means. It's not like she's pitching badly. Do we want to bring in a closer? Gretchen actually made contact there. Strike one. Backyard football. BFL Champions gear, as well as some other monster stuff there on Redbubble. Ooh, this one could be a hit if it drops fair. Well, I mean, that's kind of how baseball works, and it does drop fair, going all the way to Larold Walker in right. He's, I guess, having an aneurysm or something, and the Hoff is going to make it all the way to third with a triple. Leadoff triple for the MVP, Gretchen Hasselhoff. Brings up Pete Wheeler. I like to see it. I do. Me too. I think you didn't mean to click on me.
I'm gonna hit a touchdown.
I did not mean to click on you. Pete Wheeler comes up, and yeah, they're getting a lot of at-bats too, so anyone in the chat right now, do you think we should leave? I mean, we could easily start this season over next time. Do you think we should leave errors on or take them off? Is it becoming uncompetitive? Is it getting ridiculous? Because I think, Tater, that's what's contributing to this game being so long, is that the errors are on and the kids are being stupid. Like, look, right here, right now. Right here, right now, there's no place I wanna be. When are you making that album? We gotta get the rights, the licensing for it, for me to release, because I can't upload a full song to YouTube, because even though it's like me singing it, it'll pick it up if I put up the whole song. If it's just a snippet of it, like we usually do, it doesn't pick it up. If I sing the full thing, it's gonna pick it up. So we need to get like the licensing rights to cover it. And then if YouTube says, hey, you are singing a copywritten song, I can dispute and be like, look, son, I got it. Ah!
Race is spoiled again.
Strikeout. I don't know why I reacted like that, as if like we aren't dominating this game. 10-5 game. And as of now, both the run line and the over-under are safe. I'm trying to think who our second pitcher would be if Angela were to get tired, because I think the juice is considered a power-up. We're not going to use it. High, towering fly to center. BJBW does make the catch. Pablo is robbed out there. Second out of the inning. Ernie Steele is really good, but when you put him in Steel Stadium, GOAT. Yep. Well, that's the thing. Like, we could have picked Kimmy because Ekman Acres is the home stadium, but then half your games are not going to be at Ekman Acres. So it's something to consider. Big snotty Mikey Thomas. Oh, I know who I want to close the game. I know who's going to be our closer. I already know. Not that you need a true closer. I mean, you know, I'm not sure if saves are a stat in 01 Backyard Baseball. And here we go again. And that's I think we're going to have to turn off errors, because this is getting a bit ridiculous. This is getting a little ridiculous. But I'll leave it up to you guys. You decide 2024. And if you guys want the change, we'll start this over next time around. Maybe tomorrow on the Super Duper. Labor Day is coming up as well in the United States, so we will probably have a special stream for that too. I don't want to make any promises I can't keep, because I do, believe it or not, still have a life I know I want to go to the pool today. Tanya was saying the same thing. Yeah, but I want to go to the saltwater pool. I don't think the township has a saltwater pool, Tanya.
Yep. Oopsies. I mean, oopsies.
Yeah, everyone knows the secret. I mean, everyone just pretend that that was an impression of me.
Yep.
Yeah, the township doesn't have a saltwater pool. Tap to the right side. The infield was way back. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. There was no way to have. Yeah, I'm just gonna, for the sake of time, just. Oh no, we're out. Okay. We're gonna bring in our closer. The Hoff.
I like pitching.
She likes pitching. It's time for the Hoff. You don't mess with the Hoff. First pitch, ground ball. In front of the mound, the Hoff comes and gets it. The Hoff throws it to first. The Hoff gets an out. 11-5. Definitely not a nail biter by any of it. But that's the thing with Gretchen is look how much that one pitch did. And that's part of what contributes to the pitching score is the stamina. Like that just drained her. That was a slow ball. Usually a slow ball is like the least of all of them. One out in the bottom of the ninth. Swung on and missed, strike two. And there's the gameplay rule again. I think we're going to turn off errors and start over next time so we can enjoy this as an exhibition. Struck out! The Hoff gets a K. But again, I won't. We'll let you human beings decide, and if we get enough votes by tomorrow, and if we do a Sunday Super Duper, then that will be that. But let's we gotta finish this game first. Ingrid Dahlman comes up. She's had some hits today, but she taps it on the right side. The Hoff, look at her run. But Del Vecchio, the Angela one. Come on. That's the game. That is the game. I'm not used to this. They won the game. This team actually can do it. Yeah! Yay. Yay. I like that Tabitha just chimes in when she can. 11-5 is the final for the first game of the season. If you parlayed that run line and the total, you got yourself a decent payday. Go get yourself some pizza, or Gary, what should they get? Get some ribs. Get some ribs and pizza. Get some ribs pizza. That's good too. Wow, the bones on them? Jeez. Yes, you lift up the ribs off the pizza and then eat the ribs and then eat the pizza. So just order a pizza and a separate order of ribs. Nah, I like her idea better. 11-5 the final in this first game of You Choose or You Pick 2024. Send it around the horn real quick, and it's actually nice to see wins. And what are our final thoughts, Gary? Yeah, it's a great team, but yeah, Joey, you made a point about the errors. If we kept them off for the Bombers, and pretty much every thing led to an out. So it's something to consider, but nonetheless, I had a fun time. And what's most important is if the fans had a fun time. There's my show right there, Jake Summer. It was you guys probably thought it wasn't going to happen, but it did. Links in the description below. Talk about the game. That is related to the game. It's right there. Okay, Ribs Pizza is good, and I'm gonna go get ready to go to the pool. So yeah, for Tabitha, Tyler, Mr. Garfield, and Jeremy, my name is Tanya. And what are you doing? You're signing off for us? Yes, there's no rule saying I can't. So thank you everybody for watching the Saturday morning special, and bye.
This is the network of sports entertainment.
No,
Nobody knows sports like we know sports.
Yes, I am, and it's done. See,
yeah, we may not have any of those teams you like, but we have all sport. And if it's not a sport, trust us, we'll find a way to make it one. No.
Not that big of a deal, Jeremy.